So, Austrian wine. Have you ever heard of it? Well, maybe you've heard of Gruner Veltliner. That's the most popular Austrian grape varietal that ends up in the United States. I guess I'll just give you maybe a quick run through of the regions we're visiting and the popular grape varieties, just so you have a little bit of background. We've been to the Triesental and Vienna wine regions, which are, even though they're in northern Austria, they are considered lower Austria because of the elevation. And there, it's mostly a cooler climate, so you're getting white wines, and the style, they leave a little bit of that gas in the wine, so it has a little bit of fizz in the wine. So you're getting like really high acid, crisp white wines. You've got mostly Gruner Veltliner, but the other white wines we're seeing throughout Austria are Weißburgunder and Riesling and Welsh Riesling. And let's see, Sauvignon Blanc, of course. And of course there's a few others sprinkled in there, but those are the main ones we've seen. As far as red wines, even though that region isn't known for red, all of the winemakers are making some red wine, and the most popular grapes are Zweigelt and Blaufränkisch. And they are also really high in acid, pretty low in fruit, and if you like that style, I'm sure you'd like those. Then you dip down south and east a little bit, really to the border of Hungary, and you have Carnuntum, which is on the northern part, and Burgenland, which is on the southern part. The climate is called Pannonian, which means there's it's warmer wind that comes in through Hungary, and it basically makes it so the grapes can get a little bit riper. So you can get a little bit lower acid levels, a little bit higher sugar levels, which means a little bit more fruit and a little bit more alcohol. So naturally, we start looking at more red wines in that region, even though, of course, the winemakers are also making white wines. We're going to see Zweigelts with brighter cherry flavors in Blaufränkisch that are starting to get more body, more depth, more color, and more fruit. And Carnuntum, which is just to the north, it's a little bit lighter style, and Burgenland is a little bit darker style just because of the heat differences. It starts to get a little bit warmer as you go south. Then we hop down to Styria, which is a region that's really known for white wines, but I actually had some of my favorite red wines in this region. So it's kind of interesting, and mainly we're looking at Sauvignon Blanc and Weißburgunder and Riesling and of course, some other ones as well. Gewürztraminer, dry and half dry. So that's kind of the background of the region to the north of Austria. Even though it's called Lower Austria, you're getting cooler climate, so higher acidity, lower fruit. Then you go south into the warmer region and you get more red wines, more fruit. And then down into Styria, which kind of I think is an awesome region. You're getting the nice acidity, but you're still getting some fruit. It's a little cooler than Burgenland, but it's still not as cool as the north of Austria. So that's the quick tour of wine in Austria.